Everyone loves an amusement park. They're the perfect place to stand in queue for hours and risk your life on rides. So today we're building our very own in BLOXBURG. Thanks to New Jeans is Lovely for the idea. To get your idea featured, just comment it down below. We're gonna name this joint Amusement Park. More like Amazing Park. Okie dokie, guys. So similar to when I did my water park video, we've got some sort of crazy layout. But we're gonna have a roller coaster, a ferris wheel, a carousel, even a little river running through the park. So I want to start off big with a roller coaster. So sadly, as you can see, there's no section for roller coasters. However, we do have water slides. So I'm going to use this as the base. And then we're going to add like the railings and everything else. Just to preface, these are not going to make sense as water slides. Like I mean, look at that. You'd have to be actual like Dumbledore to do that. So all roller coasters have that bit where you know you're going up that really steep ramp. But this is the only way I could think to do it. But does it want to like go up any slower? Oh, there we go. Okay. This says small turn. Mate, if that is a small turn, what is a big one? I did not think filming this video would be some sort of maths test. Guys, I'm terrible at maths. Oh my god, imagine we just left it like that. See ya if you go on that, mate. Let's just have a moment of silence and lay some flowers for whoever's grave this is. Yes, this is what we want, guys. That reflection looks like sausages. After a little bit of fiddling around, though, I finally worked out the routine. The one thing is I'm trying to do a loop-the-loop. We're outside of plot bounds. Maybe if we make it a little smaller. Oh my gosh, how satisfying is that, watching it all go along? My money, I'm gonna be broke. Comment down below your guesses on how much this slide costs so far. What? 200,000? That is literally a house, people. Guys, I think I've almost perfectly got this to link back up. Oh my gosh, we're really taking the risks here. Once you finish, you're just gonna fly back on. And it's really a trap to get you stuck in a constant loop-the-loop. I want bright colors, maybe a blue snake. And I've never seen anybody do a loop-the-loop in BLOXBURG. I mean, I'm not saying I'm the first, but credits to me. To get up, rather than having ladders, we'll at least give them steps. And these are the steps you're going to be sweating on all day when you queue. Now, this underneath has kind of gone a little bit confusing. I don't really know what I was doing, to be honest. I was just like having a game of Pictionary with myself. But I was being serious about having this part here as like a little river. We'll literally make it shallow. And that's because rivers are shallow, guys. Do not call me a cheapskate in the comments, please. In my water park video, loads of you guys are like, you're so cheap. I was like, excuse me, ma'am. I don't really know what this texture is. It kind of just appeared, so guess we're going with it. And this is kind of forcing us into deciding what flooring we want. Here's something no one's ever Googled before. Theme park floor. Ooh, mate, that's a water park. From this, it looks like it's grass. You can actually have grass. That's actually cute. We're gonna make it green. They're gonna need some sort of bridge and way to get over this. This one's quite cute. You know what? This will do. The last part of this slide is obviously going to be the top up here. We don't want no lawsuits, as I always say. We've got to get some fences. Beautiful. This still looks like a water park. So the one thing we need to add in is like stability. I don't know what it's called exactly. I'm going to use these plain pillars. Basically, every 2 squares, we're going to evenly distribute these. We can literally customly resize these so it looks like it's holding the correct part up. And as you can see, just make it look so much more like a roller coaster. Also, change the colors for the eagle eyes of you. We've got to have some workers up here, and I like to call them Resericans. As you can see, it's a very original name. And well, my Samarican looks very happy to be working here. I was going to put Gordon Ramsay up here working, but then I thought, it just doesn't make much sense. I also bought a little bit of extra BLOXBURG so we can buy some go-karts to actually like be on the rides. And can anyone guess where this one is going to be going? It's going to be doing a loop-the-loop. It's our first ride done, but we did just skip past the entrance. I've got a really cute entrance planned, and it's inspired by somebody called Ryan. We've got ticket booths either side, tickets to the car park. This here is the ticket office. I actually want the pathway to link up perfectly. The seamlessness gets me every time. Why do I have so many cars? We can literally park these outside. Oh my gosh, hello. We've even got Hagrid's little motorbike. And you know what? I've changed my mind. We don't really need 3 ticket offices, do we? These here can be the ticket offices, and then this middle part can literally just be pillars. This is the most fiddly thing ever, mate. You guys always suggest the hardest things and the most expensive as well. Forget about the price. This looks weird. Don't worry, we haven't got to the best part yet. In the middle here, we're going to make use of yet another basical shape. Basical? I quite like that. Basical shapes. We'll have one of them each side to create this little like signpost. Oh my gosh, my vision actually came to life with that.
Okay, but you don't get the vision.
Of course, we'll have a transparent decal. Ours is called Thorpe Park. I think there's only one, and it's in a place called Thorpe. I've actually been there a couple of times. To fill the space, we'll just add some of these pooey plants. And for that extra part of security, I've added fences made of titanium. Obviously, these are going to be open most of the day, but when it shuts down, they have got to close it. These little ticket stands don't need too much, so I actually just speed builded these. And they are done. Basically, inside of them, we've just got some extra like stock for the amusement park, and then the people's desk where they can check everybody in. We do need to encapsulate this place in, and I'm kind of feeling like a modern fence would go well. I love how I just spent all that time on security, and I'm literally adding these fences, which anybody can just hop over. Finish the garden off with a little bit of plants. Also, I don't even know why I'm adding these stools. Apparently, everybody who's coming to this theme park is a little goblin. Oh my gosh, the front of our amusement park is so cute. Next up, we're doing the carousel, which I'm scared for. Carousels are obviously raised, so we'll use these cubes. I love building custom. It makes me feel like so smart and clever. We even have a perfect little wedge to go in here. We've got our perfect little hexagon. Now, I don't really remember what carousels look like because I haven't been on one since I was like 5. There's always just that one mum though that is just on there on her own.
People like you are so disrespectful.
Before you ask me what's going on with the roof, I do not know. I feel like surely there's an easier way to do this. Is there some way we could like make them with these? Jeez, guys, at the beginning of this video, I was like, oh, this is going to take me like 10 minutes. It'll be fine. Cut to it literally being 2 hours later. To be fair, I love long videos. Like sometimes they literally turn out more fun. What's going on here then?
What is going on here?
I have actually been really, really excited for this part because we get to use my good old friend, the decals again. And this is going to be one of those cute carousels which has like little horses on it. Rather than using a transparent cube, actually, we can get a little bit more obvious because they're normally on visible sticks, aren't they? Like, right now it is just this silly man, but of course we're going to change that. This next one here is actually, again, pretty simple. I don't know what this ride is called. I'll put some pictures on screen. It's the ride which lifts you all the way up to the ceiling and then dumps you on the floor at record speed. To me, this is one of the most terrifying rides that a theme park could ever have. We'll start with the little cart that you're in at the beginning. So we'll completely move that. It kind of will have a base, a little something like this. We're going to have the chairs back to back from each other. Most important part, guys, I almost forgot like those crazy seatbelts they have. Is it just me or the paranoia you get every time I go on one of these? I literally think my seatbelt is not fastened every time. That is a valid worry as well. And yeah, you can sue the company, but actually you can't because you're going to be dead. You can't sue someone from the grave. And we're going to have a couple of these going at the same time. I don't know how safe that is to do. And the best part about this is if we move the bottom one now, it's going to move all of them, which allows us to put in that middle pillar, which is kind of harnessing this entire thing. If that pillar goes down, oh, it's going down. Yeah, then timber. On the top of this, I'm going to put an umbrella. I'm sorry, that looks crazy. Next up is a little bit of kind of what I'm going to call admin work, which in simple terms is terraforming. So I'm just basically adding grass and plants all around. Again, we should probably have a staff member at each of these. This here is basically going to be a little kind of picnic area, not even a restaurant. People normally bring their own lunch to an amusement park and make a day out of it. I remember I used to do that all the time as a kid, guys. Go and nag your parents after this video. Be like, take me to an amusement park and we can have a picnic day out. Watch! I'm not standing right now. It is not time to stand. It's time to build the Ferris wheel. This is probably going to be the most star part. That's why I saved it till last. It's also probably going to be the most complicated to build, but I'm actually really scared. Like I'm actually shaking in my boots.
Oh, shiver my timbers.
But first things first, we are going to get a circle going on in the middle. From this, to make it a little bit easier, we can just use extra large pillars and drag them. And already this kind of looks like the base of a Ferris wheel to me. And it kind of looks like an Apple Watch on the floor there. And now I'm telling you right now, 100%, this is not going to be even in any way, shape or form. We've got to try and make that kind of octagonal shape using nothing but basic cubes. We might as well even add another floor in to make it easier. And ever so slightly have it wrapping around like this, if you get my drift. Oh my gosh! Wait, this actually looks kind of good. Like, it's literally called BLOXBURG, and we are building a circle. Ta-da! Next up is creating the actual support beams, you know, so it doesn't crush anyone. I'm making it out of wood, which may not be a good idea because if it's spinning fast, it might catch the wood on fire. Guys, this is some people's Ferris wheel in BLOXBURG. This is mine. I'm going to use these little things from earlier as carriages. Fun fact, guys, I've never been on a Ferris wheel in my life. You see those videos of them breaking down? Imagine you're stuck at the top. Oh, that is cute though, and I'd say it actually looks pretty realistic. We'll start with 4. I mean, we could probably fit way more in here. Oh my gosh, I am actually proud of this, guys. For my first big custom build, that is amazing. Like I said earlier, this is going to be the most popular one, so we'll have like quite a lot of cubes. That final seasonal touch, a couple of trees. Oh, that is nice. That's different. It is unusual. With that, our theme park is done. As usual, guys, I'm going to give you an overview before we go in. Honestly, the aesthetics of this place look insane. And these people up here, they are me. This is how happy I feel right now. Let's buy our tickets before we go in. So sadly, I'm alone today. So we're going to have to buy our own ticket. Once you've got your ticket, though, we're going to walk through the gates of heaven. So we have several things at our theme park, and I think we should go in order of what we built them. So first things first, we've got our roller coaster. So this is where you'd start queuing. And this whole time, I thought this wasn't going to work, but I've just thought it kind of works at this bit. Whee! Whee! Just pretend I'm in that golf. What's it called? Pretend I'm in that go-kart, and then you come up there and whee! Also around this area, we have some picnic baskets. This side, we have the Ferris wheel. And oh my gosh, I accidentally turned the employee into a pig. Me when I am Professor McGonagall. This basically is a farm animal carousel. Don't worry, these are fake animals, okay guys? They're just very realistic looking animals. Next up, we have this thing, which doesn't really, again, work in BLOXBURG. I bet, though, they're going to do an amusement update, and I would have already done this. And the last thing is the merry-go. What's this called? Ferris wheel. Look at it. It's stunning. I mean, technically, we could scale this and, like, try and sneak into one of them. But overall, you guys get the gist. I do hope all of you guys enjoyed watching me build this amusement park. It was a very different build for me. Make sure to subscribe if you liked the video. Thank you so much for watching this, and I'll see you all next time.